Okay, welcome back to the next episode. I will say I appreciate all the support of the recent videos. I finally get to, talk in live time, and honestly, thank you guys for the support. I hope to continue making more videos and just keep on doing what I like best. And now we just end up going back here where I did buy some elites off camera. I wasn't planning to use them at first. You will see I will stop that rule later on because, yeah. I don't think it's a hard game, but there was some points at a level or there was some. It was basically to a point where I was kind of forced to use them. I know you don't need to use elites, but it was kind of getting annoying at some point. And yeah, just a little quick filler level. We also did buy the golden chili off camera. A lot of off camera grinding I did in between this episode and the last one. It was just simply just to get some stuff as needed, mostly because also getting classes is also a big requirement for this. And now we face this, the Frosthawk, which is another variant of the Brute that just does a lot of damage and applies the poison effect as well. And then this little jit up there, I think he just does damage, has the ability to dispel if I remember, but besides that, not really a big struggle. And as I just said about the jits that, dispel, there's a lot of these, so yeah, I don't think I should really take long to explain this, so more wave levels. Yippee. Now, I think this is my first time ever facing these frost pygmies. They are just worse versions of, as in like they are actually more annoying to deal with. I want to make that clear because they have the ability to not only dispel but summon more, which is like, yeah, these are going to be really annoying in certain runs that I'm going to make. So this is the first time you'll see them, and I'll just tell you right now, they are a pain to deal with. Now, I think this is the first time we ever see the Ice Shaman, if I remember correctly. And put it simple, this guy is really annoying to deal with. This variant specifically has the ability to where he does attack mimic, where he basically takes your health for any health you gain, and also heals his teammates as well, which is very, very, very annoying to deal with. I really don't like this one. It was already known from the last time I played that yes, this guy is a very annoying enemy to deal with. But besides that, nothing new. Now we do a fight for this item back here, which is called the Ancient Relic. This basically just helps us fuse set items to make ancient set items, which are just stronger versions of the set items. You won't see me ever use this in the main series. You will eventually see this in the post-game videos that I will cover, where at this point, spoiler alert, I already got most of them, which, yeah, you kind of have to see how annoying it is to deal with because, oh lord, they are one of the worst things I ever had to deal with when it came to the system. I know it's like kind of, I don't think it ever changed from the original game, but it is one annoying like system to deal with. So at least you get to see me suffer. I guess that's the only benefit from that. And now to unlock the last trainer available as of right now, we have to face this giant Frosthawk, which, yeah, he is a very tanky boy right here. Does a lot of damage. The poison also is worse, and this is why my lineup is of this trio, with red being useful with Samurai Shield, Matilda with her heals, and blues with just the Trickster so that he can dispel the poison effect. Honestly, looking back, I probably could. Oh, it wasn't poison, it was stun. I probably could have used Princess. I think Princess would have been much better than Druid. but it's fine. I don't think it's that big of a problem, so hopefully nothing goes wrong, right? Yeah, I was saying. Okay, I didn't give up though. Honestly, we were already so much through the battle, so I just didn't want to give up. So, yeah, just keep on going. Sucks that we lost Matilda in that match, so unfortunate. And now we unlock this trainer. Yeah, this is why I grinded some of these coins. 2,000 for Priestess. And if I remember, this wasn't even the original spot. It was like in a post-game level, so there's a few changes here and there to make some classes easier to get. Not only from just making it not have to cost gold coins, but just having it easier to access than having to wait post-game or just certain requirements that were just pretty annoying. And I think you already seen this fight, so you don't really need to watch it. Now, okay, I was gonna say I was gonna ignore this wave battle, but now we face this first time, I think, of this like ice version of the old guy. I forgot what his name was, but yeah, his whole schnick is, if I remember this time, he just does some damage, just some regular damage, and then this one is charge up ability. Yeah, he basically blocks your rage chili. Not the worst type of old guy variant, just yeah, no, this guy's just kind of mid. If anything, he's kind of weak. And okay, so you see right here, yeah, these frost pygmies back at it again, being annoying as they are summoning more and more of their little buddies, and yeah, at this point I was stuck. I had nothing to deal with it. It was just, yeah, I don't know what to do. So I decided to just give up on this fight and just redo it again, and hopefully get better luck this time. Now we face the ice variants of the knights as well, which basically just removes positive effects as expected, and also has a shield that basically tanks a certain amount and is basically immune to all damage, negative effects, everything, for just a limited amount of damage it can take. It's not hard to say when it comes to fighting them, it's just annoying. I think that's usually the whole schnick with a lot of these. It's like, it's not annoying, or it's not hard, but it's just annoying to deal with. But in this case, it isn't. I have blues, dispel that shield, easy as that. And now we hit the castle. Now the castle just simply has some enemies we already know, such as the ones at the beginning with the ice levels, and then we got the ninjas that we face in the bamboo forest. After that we also faced the ice shaman and the ice old guy, whatever his name was. They weren't really that hard, if I were to say. Some of them just, I mean, they were challenging a little bit, but nothing came close to this next wave, because holy, did the fourth wave become more annoying than I thought it would be. You notice one difference? In the original game, it was actually just a bunch of bombs, if I remember. In this version, no, it's not. It's more ninjas, as you would say. Yeah. So you got the Shogun right there, you got the ninja pig that can basically make themselves immune to damage, have a chance to, you know, dodge it, and then we have the 4-man pig with, yeah, the Mandarin, and then his little minion pigs right here. Yeah, this fight was not easy at all, and also, yeah, you saw how much health I recovered from that potion. Okay, I'll admit, I lost this level. I wasn't expecting to do that good. It was mostly because, one, having all these positive effects on the pigs and only having the blues to deal with it isn't really a good tactic. And also, the Shogun has the ability to make everyone deal critical damage, which again, is not helpful. So, yeah, this battle didn't work. You would think the run would be over. I would just give up, have nothing to do after that. So the strategy was simple. I decided to use Red, Matilda, and Chuck as my combo. I have the Guardian's shield, basically just having a stronger shield to last throughout the game, and Lightning Bird. a really good class for once. I actually never forgot about his ability to dispel on all of the positive effects. So yeah, it's really useful. And I kept him till on because I needed a healer. Nothing else to say. And now that we've reached the end, this is why I say this is probably one of the best ideas I ever came up with. Yeah, so we hit this flow state as I have always made it clear every episode, but this time it's actually really good. We're able to deal with these negative effects, have some good heals. It's just all going so well. Like, dang, I would have never expected it to go on this far. I thought it would be the end of me when it came to this run, but it wasn't. Thank God. And now we face both Whispig and Prince for the first time in this game. Yeah, I would say this fight was pretty annoying. Not because, again, these guys are just bosses, but the fact that they bring in also bombs into the battle, which, yeah, having to get rid of those so that they don't heal the pigs, yeah, it's pretty annoying to deal with. And thanks to Chuck's Lightning Bird ability, that positive damage buff decreased. Or, yeah, removed. Even though it could have been nice to, you know, do more damage to them, not as strong, as you can see. Now, I dealt with Prince Porky first just because he's a more annoying, being able to provide better attacks and just hitting multiple times, which I don't really have a good counter to that, compared to the Whispig, where I can just, you know, shield up, just get ready, nothing that hard. Very annoying battle though, so not that bad. We unlock the 4th egg, and now we also unlock the trainer, which once again shows on board. And yeah, you have already seen these enemies, no need to showcase anymore. And now we're at the first ever non-ice level, which is just a lot of undeads, as you can see. It's just highlighting once again what might be the next dungeon. Yeah, no, you already know how this goes, so we'll just skip this one. We unlocked the Trigger Tree Castle, and then off camera I decided to also farm for some classes. So as you can see, I got some of the other ones, specifically the Wizard and the Berserker. Yeah, you're not gonna really see a lot of the grinding here. It's just very, very, very boring. I didn't want to show it. But nonetheless, got some classes and just did some level. Now I just want to comment on this. I'm actually using the Knight this time in this level, which, yeah, I did call it in the last episode that I actually did end up using it early game. Yeah, no, the Knight is a strong class for sure. I would say it is one of the best classes in the game. And honestly, I understand it now. The shield's really good, and being able to taunt them is really nice. Now we face the Royal Bodyguard, which, yeah, he's just a big fat version of the Knight that's just does a lot of damage, and the support ability he has, basically you heal off, I think like, oh no, it's different. You heal off a bunch of the damage you do, and then you just attack 3 times, which does make it the boss variant. The original variant is, as I just said before, you know, has a healing support and just does a lot of damage. Unlike this version, this guy's a really fat and annoying one, so yeah, just speed up the fight because it's gonna take a while. We now have to end up taking a different path, but also introduces us to the first time these, I forget what they're called again, the robot variants of these pigs and enemies, because yeah, you see the little robot right there, or I think they're called drones. I don't know what they're called, I just call them robots. And you got the little mechanics, you know, your basic stick pig variant, and then you got the clockwork knight that just shields everyone up, does an attack that hits multiple times and lowers your attack, if I remember. Yeah, I already dealt with this boss a lot of, or not boss, this enemy a lot of times, so I kind of know by default how this goes. So yeah, good way to start off. And now we face a lot of the other variants. They're basically just smaller versions of the bigger robots. These basically just do like just one damaging move, and then just makes it very clear that they do a lot of damage to a specific bird who they correspond with based off their color. So the blue one right there does a lot of damage to blues. The red one, a lot of damage to red. Not that difficult to understand. And obviously we got the black and white ones for Bomb and Matilda respectively with their own abilities. And then we also got this 4-man pig, which just, I think he's called like the Tinker or something like that. He basically just does a lot of damage, heals off, and yeah. Oh, and it stuns too, can't forget about that. And how could you forget about the projector drone? This one just does a lot of damage that charges up and then just clones whatever pig to have like 10% of its health. Basically just provides support that is just one-shotted for the most part. And there's that annoying guard again. As you can see, summon that little yellow variant, and yeah, has pretty much no health at all. So I think kind of know where this is going. Now we're on this little side quest trying to get the submarine, and we basically just face a bunch of other pigs that you've already seen. It also just includes me utilizing some of the classes we've bought just so that, you know, I can have some variety and also just not use the same old birds with the same old classes all the time. Other than that, just filler while we wait till actual stuff happens or new enemies spawn. So yeah, probably cut most of it or speed it up. I don't know what I do eventually, but yeah. This ends up being the first time I ever used the wizard too. I gave it a lot of criticism when I was playing the game just because I didn't like using it. Its ability wasn't bad, which is kind of why I started liking it, because you get to farm rage chili. And honestly, it's not the worst, I would say. It's actually really good against like just one pig, if anything, just to deal a lot of damage to them directly without having to, you know, sacrifice, you know, the wave damage that you're missing out on. And now we unlock the bottomless cave. And now we also face the other variants. These are basically stronger drones that, you know, are just more than just one attack, deal more damage to a certain bird. They got abilities now. Now, I did wish this fight also featured the Matilda variant, which basically just heals off like Paladin and just provides a shield. I wish this was the case, but maybe there was something that didn't allow the game. I don't know why I'm doing nothing. Probably something happened while I was recording this, so yeah. Easy fight. And as you can see right here, this is why some of the premium classes are now Snoutlings. Saves a lot of time, buy the captain, and eventually grind to get the rest of them because yeah, I want these classes. And why not use them as well? So the captain's really good. I actually like this class because you can sacrifice a bit of their health, deal a lot more damage. The bard, I didn't again like it at first, but its high damage is actually really good. It may not be one of the best healers, but the damage it dishes out is actually really good, so I like that. And then the Thunderbird, I wouldn't say replaces the mage, it just provides more utility if you're trying to apply shock shields to everyone on the field rather than just like one if you're doing a strategy where you want to direct all the damage to one. And again, more showcasing of the new classes. They're actually really good. This is like one of the few times where the trainer does not miss. And now we level up and unlock the submarine, so that's really good. And we also want to deal with this level because I wanted the other items. And yeah, you already seen these enemies, so yeah. Also, it's kind of not smart of me to use, you know, all these classes that basically these pirates are immune to, so bad play on me. We also unlocked the drone pyramid, which yes, it is not the one involving the sand enemies, so yeah, it's a little bit different actually, which is something I wasn't expecting. Now it's more focused on the drones and all, you know, the robot pigs and all that, so yeah, a little different from the original game, but I don't mind. It's actually a pretty good change. Now we face the first ever Doom drone we ever had to deal with. It's an annoying one, I will admit. It is a annoying variant of the drones because not only does it deal damage to everyone, its secondary effect is also that it provides a it's called rocket salvo if I remember, because I've been fighting these so many. Yeah, deals a lot extra damage and also the ability to spawn any drone. So yeah, not really a fun boss to deal with, isn't it? And the fact that it can also self-destruct. Yeah, some runs could have ended if he self-destructed, which, yeah, that self-destruct damage, it's gonna get worse, especially when you face stronger variants of this guy, so keep an eye out for this guy. Absolutely. Alright, oh damn, I lost my blues too. Yeah. You gotta see why this boss is kind of, or not boss, this pig will provide a lot of problems later on. Okay, what is this type of fight? Genuinely a waste of time. And now we faced Old Nesting Barrels 4, which is well known to fight a specific red that has the Avenger class and a Dragon Tooth set combo if I remember, if that was called. But yeah, this one, you will see in this episode, I do not beat this guy. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, I do not. This guy is just, oh, I forget. He just does a lot of damage. He's not even like the actual using the Avenger class. Angry Bird attack. That's funny. But yeah, no, this is a enemy that I tried a lot to beat this guy. I eventually do. I mean, yeah, I kind of beat the game, isn't it? But kind of see how hard it was to start with at the beginning. So yeah, struggle was real. And now we're at the end of the video where basically we just deal with some of the same pigs we've already been dealing with. I'd just like to say once again, thank you for the support. I don't know if you guys are reaching the end of the videos, but if you are, I appreciate it a lot. And yeah, I'm hoping to get these videos out as soon as possible as expected. Now these are actually recorded around the same time I'm uploading these now, because the other ones were in the vault for a little bit. And also because I'm trying to clear some storage. I want to play other games too, which is I think I'll make it clear in the next episode. I won't be making my whole channel around this game. I want to make it on different games, and basically just this game itself brings a lot of, you know, views to my channel, and I obviously want this kind of just to start the growth of this content again, because I love playing games. I really do. And hopefully, you know, a lot more games to come. I did buy a lot from the Steam Summer Sale, so maybe that's on the way. So yeah, thank you for the support, and just enjoy the rest of the video. See ya.